Hello everyone. The story I'm going to share today is Judging Cases with Wisdom. Murong Yanchao was a military officer during the late Han Dynasty of the Five Dynasties Period. He was very intelligent and highly experienced in investigating criminal cases. There was a swindler in a young state who rode a donkey and pretended to be a high official. He would offer to purchase 150-yard balls of silk. Once the price was agreed on, he led the seller to a courtyard behind a large house. The swindler gave the seller his donkey and said, "I work for a wealthy family. You wait for me here, and I will send a buyer to pay you." The seller agreed. The seller gave a swindler a goose and then waited for a long time. But there was no sign of the buyer. The seller became so angry that he knocked on the door of the house, but discovered that the house was empty. So he called out loudly, "Catch the thief!" The policeman came quickly, but he was suspicious of the seller and thought that he was pulling a prank on him. The policeman brought both seller and the donkey to the local court. The judge listened to the seller's story, but did not know how to solve the problem. When Murong Yanchao heard what happened, he sympathized with the seller and said, "Don't worry, I will help you to catch the thief." Murong Yanchao asked the seller to stay in the house and told the slave boy, "Don't feed the donkey tonight. When morning comes, take the donkey to the street and let it go." He told the seller, "This is swindler's donkey. Because we didn't feed it last night, it will be very hungry and thirsty. When we let it go, it will go directly to his owner's home. We will follow it, and I'm sure that we will catch the swindler." The man closely followed the donkey. Soon the donkey turned into a small alley and entered a big yard. As soon as the child who was playing in the yard saw the donkey, he called out loudly, "The donkey is back! The donkey is back!" When the swindler heard it and happily rushed out, and he was easily caught at the time. The next story is about Kozun, the prime minister of the Northern Song Dynasty. He wisely judged the copper coin case. One day, Kozun was on his official duties at the county office as usual. Suddenly, two men came to the court, talking and arguing, and one of them was holding a bag with coins in it. Hitting a gavel on the table, Kozun asked two men kneeling in the hall, "Which of you is the plaintiff, and which is the defendant? What's the complaint about?" Before Kozun finished his words, the two men shouted at the same time, "My lord, I'm the plaintiff. He is the defendant." Kozun scolded, "This is outrageous. You two are the plaintiff. Then let us talk about it one by one." One of them said, "I am a local butcher specializing in selling mutton. He is my relative and we both live together. I have been selling mutton for more than a year, and I have saved up 2,000 copper coins, which I asked him to keep for me. Today, when I asked him for the money, he not only refused to give it to me, but also said that the money belonged to him, and I was blackmailing him. Grandmaster, please help me." The other one hurriedly followed. "Grandmaster, don't listen to his nonsense. I went up the mountain every day to cut firewood and sell it, and I saved up so much money. But this morning he insisted on taking it anyway, saying that it was his. I'm innocent. Please make a decision for me." At that moment, the meat seller and wood chopper quarreled again in the hall. Kozun realized that what was going on. He turned to the meat seller and asked, "You say the money is yours. Do you have any proof?" Upon hearing this, the meat seller immediately knelt on the ground and said, "Grandmaster, what I told you was the truth, although there is no evidence or proof." When Kozun saw this, he told the officers, "Go and get a basin filled with water." He also said to another officer, going to find a stove to bring it here. In a few moments, they brought a stove and basin full of water to the hall. Everyone could not guess what Cauldron wanted to do. At this moment, Cauldron ordered 2 officers to put all the 2,000 copper coins in a money bag into the water and put a basin on the stove. Shortly afterward, the water in the basin was steaming. Cauldron stood up and looked at the basin, then twisted around and returned to his seat. At this moment, he said sternly, "This money belongs to the meat seller. How dare you take someone's money and claim it as your own?" When the woodcutter tried to argue, Cauldron asked him to look at the coins in the basin with his own eyes. He saw a thick layer of oil floating on the water in the basin, and the smell of mutton emanating from the basin. The woodcutter lowered his head, got frightened, and speechless. He kneeled on the ground and said loudly, "Grandmaster, I was greedy for the money. Please forgive me. Please forgive me." In the end, the woodcutter was punished as he deserved, and meat seller was given every cent of his 2,000 copper coins. From then on, Cauldron's reputation as a resourceful judge spread far and wide. Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.